Alright, hi everyone. My name is Joey V, and this is a special gaming evening by Geek Watch. I actually had some free time tonight. My wife is off doing yoga and hanging out with some friends, and I figured, why the hell not? The dog is tired and kind of asleep, and figured I might as well play some games. Um, I played Myth of Fallen Lords this morning. I played it to 0 viewers, which is totally okay because it was a good test for me to keep talking and not lose interest. And I did that. The video is now up on the website and on our YouTube channel, and it's highlighted down here on the Twitch page. So yeah. Now I think I'm just gonna go jump right back into it, but we'll see if chat picks up and has any more requests. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna jump right into some myth. So give me but a moment. Quit out of Spotify for a second. Cool. Looks like, who do we have in chat right now? No one. Kev Bone left us. Ah, hurts so bad. That's cool. All right, that's the wrong myth. That myth. Alright, let me change up some stuff. Alright, let's go to cinematic. Then this. Then that. Hey, there's myth. Alright, sweet. I'm going to continue saved game. We are currently in the 5th mission. We're at the Flight from Covenant. We're trying to get away with the Total Codex. And yeah, and we spent a lot of time this morning getting totally wrecked by going down the middle. Right, so I want to switch. I did that correctly, and I want to zoom out. Alright, we've got a white following us. So it looks like we've got one up here. It's kind of just chilling. I'm gonna do this, and that should hopefully entice him to come out.
Yes?
A little low on health. Alright, let's see what we got. I need this guy to get closer. Once he gets closer, I can kill him.
Step aside.
Take a few shots. Come on, really? All of you suck that bad? Come on. Oh! That sucks. Alright. Let's do that. And let's try and entice this white out.
Yes, sir.
Come on. Here, whitey. Come on. You want to come out.
Yes.
Come on, jerk.
Yes.
Come on. He's coming.
Got it. Hey, move it.
Come on. Really? Can't hit. Yes! Almost white.
Yes, sir.
Alright, sweet.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Alright, so, what to talk about with myth? Alright, this episode's gonna go up tomorrow. What to talk about? What to talk about? This white is pissing me off. Really pissing me off.
Step aside.
Oh, I hate when the archers do that. They're so bad at it. They just love to shoot each other in the freaking back of the head. Just stay there and keep shooting. I don't even want to hear it. Not one of those hit. Not a single one of those.
Stand clear.
Oh, come on. One of them has to hit, right? There you go. Like a bunch of people hitting a doorknob. Alright, so I'm gonna go. Yeah.
We're moving.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I have 3 and 4. So, yeah. Yeah. So, I guess I should kind of. So, things about Myth that you should know. Myth 1 only around 1 year. Myth 2 around much longer. Because I was trying to think about that. I was trying to think. Actually, maybe Myth 2 was around. Myth 1 was around 2 years. I don't remember. It feels like it was only 1 year. It feels like it was really quick. Like it just feels like it was there and then it was gone. And my dog, there's someone outside walking, and he needs to tell me about it. But yeah, like the success of Myth 1 really led to like everyone being like, we got to make Myth 2 and we got to do it now, which is awesome, and did lead to like a really good game, which is possible why I don't feel like jeez, dog. It's just probably why I feel like I didn't get as much time with it. Like I was here and I played, but I don't feel like I played as much as I probably should have. And this is gonna suck because there's one behind me. I kind of just like played this for a little bit and then immediately upgraded to 2. At least that's the way it felt.
Stand clear.
Come on, one more. One more. There you go. Which is probably why I don't feel like I have as good of a hold on this as I do with 2. Looks like Soul Blighter left. Yep, Soul Blighter's gone. That's good, because if Soul Blighter stuck around, I'd pretty much be dead.
Hey.
Myth 2 just kind of cleaned up a lot of stuff. And Bungie was so good at being like, kind of like really listening to their community that they knew what was messed up. Like things like archers, things like dwarves, things that like now I'm like, why is it like this? And it's like, no, it was always like this. I'm just having to go back to it. It's always very weird. But yeah. I think I joined Myth. Also had like I've mentioned that like Myth, like the big thing was the multiplayer. Multiplayer was huge. You could also play online co-op, and all that stuff. And co-op was fun, and it was a good way to like try and get some of the legendary, some of the missions done on legendary, just so that you could say that you did. Is this the way out? I think it might be. We're close to it at least.
Got it.
The thing that I will always remember about Myth was that it didn't have it built in or anything like that, and there was no like major support really, but like clans were a big thing. Orders were a big thing, and I guess to be fair, they kind of still are in many different games. And kind of Bungie with Halo kind of pioneered it, and I think that's because they had Myth as a they looked at Myth and said, man, like clans are important, like they're a big thing, so we might want to try and support them. and make it easy for people to get together. It was weird back in the day.
Yes.
You kind of like a lot of clans were just like, they would meet people in random matches, and they'd just be like, "Hey, you seem cool. You wanna join our guild?" It's very much like a World of Warcraft thing. It's like, "Hey, you wanna join our guild?" And people would be like, "I guess, yeah." Like they didn't know. Like what? Some of them be like, "What the fuck's a guild?" Um, it was really weird and kind of awesome. It's kind of like an awesome, like weird time. One of those should hit, right? Nope, none of them gonna hit. Wow, really? Oh, come on, one. There you go. There you go. All right. I'm gonna save right there.
Yes, sir.
So I remember I joined up with Evil Inc. They were the clan that won the very first Myth tournament. It was the Camelot Cup. And I remember hanging out with the guild leader at the time. He was from New York. He was a really nice guy. And I was like, man, like, I really want... The first guild I was technically in was we made a guild. My friend and I in high school,
Yes.
from high school, we made this guild called the Knights of St. Nii because he was a really big Monty Python fan. I know, it's like this is already sounding like the lamest thing ever. And we made a guild on the demo servers. I know,
Yeah.
we're the coolest fucking people in the world.
Okay.
So then, like,
Yes.
I was expecting that my friend would buy the game and the full game, and we'd, work, the guild would move there.
Yeah.
And he never bought the full game, or he did, but he bought it in like such a weird time. And I'll just never forget that he bought it, and it was just like, so you're gonna run the guild, right? And I was like, no. Like, why am I running this guild?
We're on it.
He's like, I don't know. You should run this guild. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm definitely not doing this.
Stay down.
And I was just so burnt out, but I had met up with the guys from Evil Inc. and I was like, can I play with you guys? This sounds way cooler than me trying to run this guild where half the people that we had in the guild never moved past the demo. Because, why would you? Come on. Yeah. What do we got? More thralls? Alright, I can handle more thralls.
Yes, sir.
Bring back the dwarves.
Catch.
Stand clear.
Yes.
Hey, watch it. Hold your fire.
Okay.
Casualty.
What happened? How did I lose? Oh, we shot one of our own.
Make up your mind.
We're on it. Yeah.
I hate when that happens. They shot one of our own archers. And they shot a good archer, too. Damn it. Oh, time to go this way.
We're on it.
You have to get out of here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Come here, dwarf. Sorry about that. So yeah, that's how I joined my first guild of just like not wanting to run my own guild because I thought that was like way too much work. And being really impressed with these guys that I had met up with. So,
Sir?
and that guild was awesome, and we played a lot of games. We ended up in the top 10 of many tournaments. I think we got second place in the last tournament of Myth 1. We got first place in the first tournament of Myth 2. We got seven, like the big tournament that was in Myth. This huge tournament. The biggest one that we had, like kind of our Super Bowl, was Myth World Cup. Myth World Cup was initially run by a fan. It was Chris Butcher. Chris Butcher eventually went on to become AI programmer on Halo.
Yes.
I think when he first got hired by Bungie, he like Bungie like knew of him because he ran the Myth World Cup, which had over 100 teams, like double elimination bracket, all this crazy stuff. Wrote articles, kept real-time stats, not real-time, but like kept stats on like this person captained this game, they had this kill death ratio, like this, that, and the other thing. He did all that by himself. Like, it was unbelievable what this guy was doing, pretty much on his own.
Yes.
He was doing the work of like 3 or 4 people just by himself. And Bungie was like, "Do you want a job? You're a programmer, right?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Do you want a job?" And so I think Chris Butcher started work on Oni, and then moved on to Halo. And he still works there now. He still works there. He's working on AI for Destiny. And that was the big tournament. That one, Myth World Cup. And I think the first one was in Myth 1, the second one was in Myth 2, and then after that he stopped doing it because he was then working for Bungie. And like the tournament organizers for Myth World Cup kind of changed on a yearly basis. It was always during the summer, which oddly was like the worst time for me to play because I was in high school and I was like dating and all this fun stuff, and so it'd be like, "Hey, can you make this tournament game?" I was like, "No, I'm going to the movies."
Yes, sir.
Like, no. I think I have to make it through there, I believe. Or do I make it through there? I don't remember. I don't think it matters, to be perfectly honest. I think I made it through.
Yes.
Yes.
But we'll see. What is this? The hidden tunnel. Is it over here? Or is it... Oh man. See some glitching on over there. Alright, so it's not over here. So now I need to find it.
We're moving.
So yeah, Myth World Cup was a big deal. Myth World Cup for the first one, Myth World Cup in Myth 1, we got 10th. And that was a single elimination tournament. We got screwed. We got screwed out of that one. Let me pose a hypothetical question, and people can leave comments either in the chat or they can leave them in the comments. They can leave what they believe happened. So imagine that you're playing a tournament game, and all the tournament games are supposed to be taking place on They're supposed to be taking place on Bungie.net. Okay? For whatever reason, you log on, it's a Saturday night. It's a Saturday night, you're, instead of doing anything fun, you are playing Myth. Ooh, there's a tunnel.
Got it.
Yes.
Alright. So, all of your team is on Bungie.net. All of them. It's a max of 7 players can play in the match, and you have all of them. And you're feeling great. Your opponents show up. They've got maybe 4 or 5. And that's all they can muster. They are currently like one of the top teams, or like one of like the favored teams in the tournament. And you guys have been ready. You guys are pumped up. So a couple of them get on, and they're like, "Hey, some of our guys can't log on to
Yes, sir.
they can't log on to Bungie.net." And you go, "Okay, that sucks. We're all here." They stall for a while, and then they say, "Hey, he just cannot log in. Can we do something else?" It's like, "Okay, well, we could play over TCP IP. Like, we can, one of us can host, and, we can play." Let's see if that did it. Alright, that should have switched it. Alright, so... Ooh, we did alright. We did alright. We lost 1 dude. No, maybe 2. 2 dudes. 2 dudes. No, 3 dudes. I don't know. We lost a bunch. Alright, next level. I'll continue my story after this journal entry.
Friday, November 7th, the Plain of Scales. We were 2 days in that tunnel out of Covenant, the Watcher crossing above us every few hours, shaking the ground in his fury, and twice nearly burying us alive. Sometime on the 2nd day, the tremors grew less distinct, and we were relieved to find nothing but rats and mosquitoes waiting for us when we reached Shoal. Not wishing to return west, we headed down the coast toward the old city of Scales, where we met Maeldon's southern garrison and turned over the Codex. We learned there that by coincidence the combined armies of the North are only 4 days behind us, heading for the mountains to stop the Deceiver, another of the Fallen Lords, from crossing the Cloud Spine before winter. But we can't wait for them. There is a world knot west of the Cloud Spine, and the head insists that the enemy has learned to travel through the knots. If we don't destroy this portal, we might hold the mountains only to be outflanked by forces emerging from the knot behind us. 8 Dwarven irregulars and every man in Scales from the Legion have volunteered for the mission.
Alright, gotta blow up that teleporter. Fuck them. This. There you go. Successfully did. Alright, so we're ready to do this tournament game. We have our full garrison of 7. They only have a few. We don't want to be dicks. So they say, "Hey, can you do something for us?" And we said, "Yes, we will host the match."
You fools. Where do
You think you're going
We're going to the shrine to
to pray for help?
Then you
Good time.
the gods
Goes on listening. Yeah, finally get berserks. Oh man, look at all these dwarves.
Aye.
Oh my god, so many dwarves. That's a lot of dwarves. Alright, so we're gonna host the game. And they say, "Thank you so much," and they're able to field a full team. And you go, "Alright, like whatever. Like it's fine." Our friend had a T1, which at the time was like, the holy grail of internet connections. He was still at school. So you go, "Okay, cool. No problem. We're helping out." First game, we win pretty convincingly. Not a 100%, wipeout victory, but pretty convincing. Second game, we win pretty convincing.
All right.
Third game, win very convincing.
Right away.
We're mopping the floor with these guys, kicking their ass. Okay. Then fourth game, we're halfway through the game, we're kicking their ass again, and then game crashes. Our host crashes and Goes, oh shit. So we go. So then we get all back together and we say, oh god, sorry, our host crashed. So let's redo game 4. And they say, no, we're not doing we're not redoing game 4. You forfeit game 4. And we said, what? Like, what do you mean we forfeit game 4? Like, that's doesn't even make sense. Like, it was just a little misunderstanding. His host crashed. And they go, no. In the rules, it says, hey, we don't have to offer a rematch. You guys crashed, so we're gonna take the forfeit. Like, it was your host, so we're gonna take the forfeit for that game. We're gonna take full points. You get no points for that game. And there's a lot of hemming and hawing, and we are pissed because that is bullshit. Because like a full game where we don't get any points puts them pretty close to almost winning. What makes this worse is that on that team is Chris Butcher. Because he was a part of that guild. And not only that, he's also running this tournament. And we're like, hey, I know what the rule says, but this is a pretty obvious case. Like, you should overrule this. Like, why? Like, don't penalize us for hosting the game that you asked for, doing this, doing that. Like, we did everything that you asked us to do, and we're getting penalized for it. And he said, no, rules are rules. Like, they don't need to listen to me. Like, I think he said something along the lines of, like, I suggested that they offer a rematch, but they don't want to do it. And it's like, of course they don't want to do it. We're gonna kick their fucking shit. So then we're fuming, we're pissed off, we're angry, and we're furious. We're absolutely furious. And the next game, game 5, comes in, and we're so mad that we're losing, and we lose. We lose the game. And through some, like, the way that the scoring was detailed, it was like, oh, you lose the match. And we were like, what the fuck? You outplay us for one game, and we lose the match? Like, this is bullshit. And then, like, we argue, and we show that, like, that the way that the scoring is set up on, like, that particular, I think it was, like, a capture the flag map. It was like, the scoring is bullshit. Like, it doesn't even make sense. So we argue, and we get, like, a tiebreaker game. And again, like, we're so angry that we end up losing the tiebreaker game. And like, that was it. There was no double elimination. There was no anything. That was it. We were out of the tournament. And that caused a huge, huge shitstorm. So that was the first Myth World Cup. So the second Myth World Cup, Butcher excused himself from playing. He was not allowed to play. And yeah, I don't care about those guys. Those guys are idiots.
Die, fools! Let's go! Step aside.
So he wasn't allowed to play, and also, like, tournament organizers were then not allowed to play, and also it became double elimination. So, as you can see, we had a pretty profound impact on Myth World Cup. So there's the story. We bent over backwards. We hosted a match for these guys, even though we were perfectly ready. We were perfectly able. Like, we could have easily either accepted a forfeit from them or just said, "Fuck it, you guys have to play with 2 or 3." Like, I don't give a shit. And instead, we said, "No, we'll help you out." And then, because of a random internet outage, we got screwed. So, what do you guys think? Do you think they were in their right? Do you think that that's some BS? Do you think, hey man, games are games, rules are rules? Like, what do you guys think? So leave comments down below on the YouTube or on the. I can't believe that. Stop shooting yourselves in the back of the head. You guys are the worst.
Yeah.
So yeah, you let me know. You let me know what you think about that. Because something tells me that I'm going to get a lot of people be like, dude, man, that fucking sucks. So. These fucking ghouls. No, I don't want you to guys to come up.
Yeah.
So there's my tournament story for there's my tournament story for Myth 1. That was the one I remember the most. We had a couple others. I forget most of them.
Yeah.
We did we had varying degrees of success. I don't remember a lot of Myth 1 tournaments. Like, I think they were around, but it wasn't really until Myth 2 where tournaments became the norm. Because again, I think I just don't think they're Myth 1 was around as long as we thought it was. Find the world, not destroy one of its 4 pylons with door statue charges. You'll need 6 or 7. Okay. Who's experienced in this? Probably you. No? You?
What?
What? Right, come here. Come here, Brahmi.
Over here.
So yeah, in Myth 2, there was tournaments all the time. There was free-for-all tournaments, seemingly every week. You know, tournaments just took forever. There was Major League Myth. There was Myth World Cup. There was a ton. Am I not? Can I just not get over there? I don't think I can get over there. No, I can't get over there. That's fine. I don't want to. Where can I cross? Where am I crossing? Am I crossing? Oh, I'm crossing over here. Never mind. I was like, where the fuck am I crossing? So, dude, man, Berserks are the fucking truth. They're so good. Piler of corpses, filler of graves. Angvard, who feeds the worms. Such good names. I don't think Bungie made any bones about it. They were just like, "Yep, we watched a lot of Braveheart. We thought it was awesome." We made Myth. We had to put Berserkers in there. You know, that's really what it came down to.
Let's go.
Shit. Who's coming? Oh, you guys. Never mind. Decent force. Oh, yeah. These fucking ghouls, I hate them. I hate them so much. Just because they... Come on. I got a dwarf here. You know you want to eat the dwarf.
What?
It's in your very nature to eat him.
Make up your mind.
Come here. Come here, little ghouls. Come on, I got a dwarf for you to eat.
Over here.
Come on. Come here. Come here. Oh, look. I'm so delicious. I'm so delicious. Come here and eat me.
Yes, sir. Look out.
Ew.
Oh, yeah. Idiot.
Oh, no.
Casual.
Dead. Oh, well. I didn't even like that dwarf. Fuck that dwarf. At least they're dead. Alright, I need them to come around then. Who else is a
What
vet?
now? Yes, sir.
Come here. You're gonna get some satchels for me. They give you a bunch of dwarves, because they're gonna fucking die. So sorry. I like to eat ice. Whoa! Dog! Doge! He is losing his mind out there. Holy shit. Whoa.
Yeah?
I do not want. Wow, what did he see out there? Dog is out of his mind.
Move here, move there.
There another one? There's.
Okay.
Oh, come on, there's another satchel right there. It is. Alright. Hold on a second, guys. Loki! Get over here! Sorry, he likes to know that I'm here listening to him. Loki, come here. I know, it's so hard being you. Alright, forget it. Leave. I'm out of here. I'm done with you.
Let's go.
Loki, you need to relax. Come here. I'm petting you. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice that I'm petting you? That sounds like a dog that was ass asleep and then heard something outside. That's what that sounds like. That is absolutely what it sounds like. Does still work? That does still work. Break still works. You can hit B to break the formation, which is kind of like a nice, like, you do that, and then they juke, and then you bring them back. There's all sorts of weird shit. Like, if you were only handling archers, you could put archers of, like, split your archers into two different groups, and you can stagger them. You can kind of leapfrog them. You know, ping pong them back and forth. I remember this being annoying, because they're just going to keep doing this over and over again until I commit. That dog, what does he want?
Hey, move it.
They're just going to keep doing this. I mean, eventually I'll hit them. Right? Maybe?
Step aside.
Fucking guys. Oh, you know what? I can do the juke here, where I... Ooh, that was a beautiful volley.
Yes.
Beautiful. That was a gorgeous volley. These are free kills, essentially. Alright, I'm gonna back these guys up because I want my berserks to get a little something.
Hey, step aside.
I hate when you hit each other in the back of the head for no reason. Nope.
Stand clear.
Ah well.
Yeah.
Come here, berserks. You can do is the thing where, like, I was doing it in another mission where you take a warrior and you kind of just ducks and dives out there for a little bit.
Step aside.
You're dead. Why would you even do that? Our archers are too good. This is why you upgrade your archers and you keep them upgraded, because man, do they fuck things
I'm
up.
moving.
Hey, step aside.
They just become ridiculously accurate. Are they not gonna move?
Watch it. Kill.
Alright, let's get these guys out of here.
Yeah.
Let's get a dwarf. Let's get a dwarf up here. Calling all dwarves.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
What now?
Not trust all of you. Ugh!
Burn.
Die, fools.
No, no. Ugh!
Got that.
I hate dwarves. They're so friggin' annoying to micromanage. It's alright. It's all good. Alright, what do we got? So they're just hanging out back there like, hey man, what's up? Don't forget us.
I'm moving.
Oh. It's interesting to me, having streamed for about a month now. Like, there are some things I take for granted. Like the first couple things I streamed, you know, I knew that I was gonna get a couple people to show up, just because it's like, hey, this is a new thing. Like, we should be around for when Joey does it. Oh my god, this dog. Is it possible there's a bear? Is it possible there's a bear? Hold on 1 second, guys. I'll finish my thought in a second, but I'm going to really quickly. This will be good. I'll use my Doge. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry. All right. Sorry about that, guys. That was I don't know what the dog saw out there, but it wasn't anything vaguely important. Sorry. I have to get my chat back up. Yeah, I'm the only viewer. So exciting. What I was saying was I've been streaming now for a month, and there's some things that I take for granted. I was ecstatic that, when 2 people would drop by, 3 people drop by, 4 people, last Sunday when I got 9 people, I was like, this is amazing. This is never going to happen again. And I've been streaming Myth now, for a couple of days, and I'm realizing just like how much game choice matters. And I watched a video. There's a Twitch subreddit. It's /r Twitch. It's for live streamers. Kind of introduce themselves and kind of get some tips on, what it's like streaming and, things that you should do on a consistent basis and stuff like that. And there was a guy who I did my introduction post, and I said, hey, I'm just here to play games that I love and play some of the games from my childhood, like Alpha Centauri and Planescape Torment and all these great things, and the guy. This one guy, his stream is called OP Nerd. It's twitch.tv/OP Nerd. Really, really nice guy. He's got a great stream. I think just recently got partnered, became partners with Twitch. So kudos to him. And he said something. He's like, "That's great. I really wish you nothing but the best. Your stream looks awesome. Like, I think you're doing a good job." Which was encouraging. Like, obviously, I still have a long way to go, but I think it's important, to get some good, some good comments, just so you're like, yeah, I think I'm going somewhere, right? Like, I'm doing something with this. So, yeah, that'll hit. Nice. Come on back. I just need one more and you're dead. And so one of the things, so like this guy had some good comments for me, and I was like, I should look at his stream, see what he's doing, and see, how he does things. I think that would be really valuable. Especially since this guy just got partnered. Like, partnership is not exactly something I'm aiming for. Like, I would never say no to it, but I mean, I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this for content on my site, and the content is, hey, look, video games are cool. Check out this video game I used to play. And I watched this video of, he had this video entitled like what it takes to be a successful streamer. And I watched it. It's 50 minutes. It's really, really good. It's really fantastic. Very well done. It's really cool that he spent so much time, putting something out into the world to help. I think that's fantastic. I think, kudos to him for doing it. Just making sure that they're not going to kill me. Kill one more.
Yes. Yeah.
These guys out.
Yeah.
Move these guys here. Move these guys here. Move you up.
Mic up your mouth.
And so one of the things he was talking about, he said he's like, game choice does and doesn't matter.
Yes.
It doesn't matter because the number one thing you should be trying to do on Twitch is, have fun. That's what you should be doing.
Up your mind.
And sure enough, that's what I'm doing. I'm having a freaking blast, and so I don't really give a shit about numbers and this, that, and the other thing. But he's like, well, if you do care about numbers, here's the thing. If you play a game that is very old, not very well known, not something that that people are looking for or know to look for. You know, you're gonna have a tough time getting people in. You know, the thing about Rogue Legacy was it wasn't an old game. You know, it's only about a year old, but it's kind of a niche game. And I'm sure there's people that are now coming to that game being like, I wonder what people on Twitch are doing. And then they check it and they go. You know, I had a similar thing of like, I randomly found someone like 5:30 in the morning. It was a guy who was speedrunning Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2. It was super informative and super fun to watch. Because I was having a really tough time with Dark Souls 2, and I wasn't having as much of a hard time with Dark Souls 1. I was like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? So it was informative to watch that. So, you know, what OP Nerd was saying in his video was, you know, it doesn't matter because you want to obviously play to have fun, so play whatever the fuck you want. But, you know, if you play something pretty obscure, it's less likely that people are going to find you. On the flip side, if you say, well, if that's the case, I'm going to play Dota 2, I'm going to play League of Legends. It's like, okay, well, you could do that, and those games are certainly, you know, like, you know, 1 and 2, you know, essentially on Twitch. But there's a lot of competition for those games, you know? It's like there's hundreds of thousands of people watching and playing those games. Like, how do you differentiate yourself in that space? You know, and all the standard stuff of, you know, you gotta use social media, you gotta use Twitter, you gotta use Facebook, all that stuff, and that all makes sense. But it's like, what do you do when you don't necessarily have those people watching initially? Well, you know, you kind of have to hope that somebody finds you. And that can be tough. That can be really, really tough. So that's how I kind of felt this week. I felt like, not like terrible, or I didn't feel bad, obviously. You know, I'm having a freaking blast, so what the fuck do I care? But I am playing a game that, you know, who on Twitch is playing this right now? It's me. I am the one playing Myth of Fallen Lords. You know, again, totally fine, but that's it. I'm the guy. You know, when I tried to find highlights, like the all-time highlight, you know, or like gameplay footage of the Myth of Fallen Lords is me. Like, it is my gameplay, which I just started this week. That's insane, right? Stop it.
Damn your eyes! He's mine.
Make up your mind.
Nice. I've done more damage to my berserks than the enemy has, but that's okay. So yeah, that's like really weird and super interesting. It's an interesting dilemma you find yourself in. You know, if you ever get a chance, go on Twitch and search for highlights and search for Myth the Fallen Lords. You know, if you search for this week, like when this thing is airing, you'll find me. If you search this month, you'll find me. If you search all time, you'll find me. That's it. Now, I don't know if that counts for Myth 2 as well. Myth 2 is a little bit of a different beast. More people play Myth 2 than they do Myth 1. And that can kind of lead me into the next discussion of like what happened to Myth once Bungie sold the IP in order to go to Microsoft. You know, it's what happened was, as I was saying in a previous episode, I don't think it was today, I think it was the other day. There's that. Good. So yeah, so Myth gets sold off. Like, you know, they had to sell the Myth IP to their publisher Take-Two to you know, to make up for some stuff, to make up for the fact that Microsoft was going to buy them. I'm going to move this. I'm going to move these guys.
What now?
This guy can Um, Nope, nope, not all of you. Not all of you.
Move here, move there.
Over here!
Everybody. I hate duds.
Whee!
Go.
Make up your mind. Yes, sir.
Nice arc. Bounce off the head. Nothing but. Oh, I hate you so much. All of you back. All of them back. No, no. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
That was mine.
Fizzle! Fizzle!
Your fire!
Oh, you fucking suck! I hate auto-attacking dwarves.
I'll do it.
All of them suck. All the dwarves suck. I hate them so much, I want them to die.
Got him.
What?
And of course, it was like...
Okay.
Nope, I still got one of them. Oh my god.
Yeah?
All of you blow. All of you. I hate all of
Yeah.
you. Anyways. Oh man. So yeah, so Myth, it's going the way of the dodo. Bungie has to sell it off. They sell off Myth, Marathon, Oni, Pathways, like anything that is not Halo, they sell it off to Take-Two. To, you know, kind of, it's like this is their last parting gift. So what happens to, but they only sell off the franchise. They don't, like Myth 1 and Myth 2 are still,
Move there.
oh I know they do. They sell off the entire franchise as it is. They don't have any more, I think they are allowed to talk about Myth 2, but they're not allowed to do anything with it. So what happens? Well, the community is still thriving at this point. Like the community still wants to play Myth. So the community actually, Bungie actually releases the source code for Bungie.net for the Myth portion of it, and the community makes their own, starts making their own servers. Like this is bonkers. Like they start making their own goddamn servers, and they start updating the game their own. Like if you look when I first boot up Myth, you'll see like version 1.5 Project Magma. Like that is a fan-run group, like a mod group that is out there like updating this game. Like that's insane, right? Like this, like it's awesome. It's totally awesome. But yeah, like it's pretty bonkers. So you go and guard.
What now?
You go here. I think once I do this, they're gonna start piling through. So I
Yeah.
gotta bait them out. Save. Bait. So fans start making their own servers,
Over here.
and these servers support. Joke's on you.
I'm moving.
And these servers support Myth 1, Myth 2, and eventually
Over here.
ill-begotten Myth 3, which I will be talking about soon in one of these episodes. Don't you worry. I don't think for 1 second I was going to forget about that fucking clusterfuck.
Yes. I've got him. Let's go. Step aside.
Everybody move back. Just these dwarves.
Make up your mind. Make up your mind.
clear. That was mine.
Casualty.
What?
Okay.
That's fine. I'll let him die.
Yes.
Casualty.
Worth it.
Hey. Yes.
Alright. These guys back. With these guys back. So yeah, the community starts making their own servers for this goddamn thing, which is awesome. But at the same time, really weird. So what comes of that? Well, some good, some bad. So yeah, obviously the community is updating the game themselves. They're doing this and the other thing with it. You know, there's some good stuff that comes out of it, but it's not the same thing. You know, you are depending on people that are doing this as a hobby rather than a job, which is not the worst, but you know, you get what you kind of pay for.
Okay.
Stand clear. Step
That'll do.
aside.
Nice. I want them to be here. I want them to go on guard. I want you to come here, my little buddy. I want you to blow up some fucking thralls.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, where was I going with this? Where was I going with this? I've lost my train of thought. Sorry, guys. I apologize. So yeah, they're making their own fan-made things.
Make up your mind.
Myth 2 kind of keeps going. That was kind of the great thing about the community, was that it's very dedicated. They loved this game. It was their baby.
Okay.
You know. But, you know, the flip side of this,
Got him.
that guy should die. He can't make it. There we go, sweet. Is that the community took like a really weird turn. Like, we didn't have, you know, a lot of people weren't willing to put the time in to, like, you know, people, like, you had to get this new patch and you had to, you know, do a bunch of crazy things to get these servers up and running, which is fine for the diehards, but the casual fans weren't coming. So that really messed things up. Oh, that's right. I was talking about like why maybe this game isn't so super popular. So you've got Myth 1, which has been around for like maybe a year and a half. It's quickly supplanted by Myth 2. And that becomes the game of note. But then it is a game that is not officially supported anymore. It's a game supported by the fans. And that community is really weird now. Now it's weird. It was passionate before. Now it's like they're passionate, but it's like it had like the guys who are playing it. Some of them I know from my old days. Like I keep like every once in a while I'll drop into some of the forums and stuff like that they've set up. But it is a weird thing. It is a completely new thing than it used to be. And I think, you know, a big part of that is if it has that feel of like people that weren't winning previously, you know, it's like twofold. People that couldn't win before, when there was tons of people playing. Now there's only like at a peak 25 to 50 people are playing Myth 2 multiplayer. So now, like, maybe you can hang with these guys, you know, because there's not, you know, maybe, like, you don't have the best of the best anymore. So, like, you know, so now it's like, yeah, I'm the best. I play Myth 2. Like, I'm the best. Like, yeah, you're the best, but there's, like, 20 people who play. Like, what the effing do? Like, congratulations. Conversely, though, the people, you know, a good chunk of the people who stayed are really good at the game. They took their time when they should have been playing other games to hone their craft. and now they are like Myth 2 gods. You know, like they are so good at this game that it's ludicrous. So, and all the while when they were making fan run servers, I think they ended up making 3 different servers. There was Playmyth, who one of my guild members in Evil Inc. helped found. There was Playmyth, there was Marisnet, and now there's Gate of Storms. When Playmyth was on, their goal was to host Myth 1, Myth 2, and Myth 3. And they did. Marisnet quickly followed, and they were running concurrently, and then Playmyth died first, and then
Move here, move there.
Playmyth died first, and then was followed by Marisnet. Marisnet did the same thing. They did Myth 1, Myth 2, Myth 3. They also did Marathon 1 and Marathon 2, which was the first-person shooter. Kind of like Halo before Halo. Then Marisnet died, and now we've got Gate of Storms. Gate of Storms only does Myth 2. That's it. That's the list. So anyone that is looking to play, you know, Myth at all is probably only looking to play Myth 2. So when I'm on Twitch and I'm streaming Myth 1, there's probably not a lot of people looking for it. Maybe if I played Myth 2. And even then, there's part of me that worries that they're going to find out about it and they're going to like... There it is, nice. And they're going to mock it. And they're going to be like... This guy's an idiot. This guy's a has-been. You know, like it's weird. I get like filled with anxiety about this. Like a weird fake anxiety, but a weird fake anxiety nonetheless. Switch to cinematic. Okay, cool. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. I just killed 54 people. Nice. So yeah, so going all the way back, it's like when I streamed Rogue Legacy, I at least had a following, like at least had a small like little bit of like, okay, people are looking for this. Myth, no one is looking for Myth. There is quite possibly that I'm going to do this whole series and no one's going to care. That I'm going to get a combined total of like 5 viewers total ever. Like right now, I've streamed Myth and I don't think I've had any viewers. But nonetheless, it doesn't matter because I love this game and I'm streaming it and I'm having so much fun reliving the past. It's really the only this was my game. You know, people had Quake, people had Unreal Tournament. I played those things, but Myth was my thing. So I'm having fun reliving the memories, even if no one is watching.
Wednesday, November 12th, Fool's Traverse, Bagrada.
Bagrada.
Damn, I hate the cold. A few months of warm weather, and you forget what it's like to have your eyes frost shut and the snot freeze in your nose.
Good line.
And it doesn't bother the undead one bit either, I'm sure. We're up here in the mountains to stop the Deceiver from crossing into the west before winter closes the high passes. It's already started to snow pretty hard, so we shouldn't have to be here longer than a few more days. Bagrada is a maze of tiny canyons crisscrossing the mountains between the Plain of Scales and Forest Heart. There are 30 small groups of men like mine waiting at key junctions inside the pass, but the main body of our force is camped in the valley below, with hot meals and dry beds.
Those assholes.
I guess the worst thing about having a reputation for being a bunch of hardasses is that the Legion always finds itself where the fighting will be ugliest. So we're up here as the first line of defense against an attack by the Deceiver. Tyrfing just came running into camp, bellowing that our scout's signal fire has gone out. That means trouble.
I love the way that they deliver the lines. I think the narrator does such a great job. I believe we have a cinematic. Did you bring a clip? I believe you brought a clip, right? You brought a clip?
Hidden among the debris.
Oh shit. I forgot about this. Fuck. Oh shit. I forgot. We're about to be introduced to a new enemy unit, and boy, do we not want to be introduced to them right now. They are the Trow. The Trow are bad news. Are these veterans? No, they're not. That is bullshit. Why are they not veterans? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ready.
Okay, my presets. All right. So Trow are giants. They have their skin is very, how do I say this? Very hard, very thick. They're kind of like made out of stone almost. And for the most part, they attack by kicking lesser mortals. If they kick someone, it usually kills them in one hit. Sometimes 2 hits. Sometimes. If you're a warrior or a berserk, maybe 2. If you're an archer, they kill you in 1 hit. If they're a journeyman, probably 2 hits. If you're a dwarf, not only do they kill you in 1 hit immediately, they also set off all your satchel charges, which is fine because it does a great amount of damage to the Trow. But well, you're out of dwarf, and God forbid that dwarf is anywhere near your units. So Trow are a fucking pain in the ass, and I don't get my giant unit until later, a couple missions from now. I get the forest giant. I hate these weaving assholes.
I'll do it.
Move here, move there.
He's mine.
There we go.
And stay down.
Can't handle a berserk.
Yeah.
No, back. Everyone back. Everyone back. Why are we all assholes?
Yes. Yes, sir. Yeah. What? Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
There.
I've got him. Get back up. I'm moving. Yeah. Got him.
Just gotta bob and weave.
Let's go.
Hey, pay attention to me. Right here. Give him a free kill. There we go. Get buck up. Alright.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm streaming the games that I like, even though probably no one, it's very possible that no one will ever see this. But if you are watching, come say hi, leave a comment, send me a message, send me a tweet. You know, just let me know you're around. Even if you just say I watched, that's it. That gives me some hope. I go, yeah. Those people fucking watched some Myth. One of the best games ever made.
Okay.
And you can be like, yo man, Myth sucks. And I'll be like, fuck you, Nas. I won't do that. So accurate. Hey, back off you.
Yes.
Alright, everyone back.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Let's try to get the doors back.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Getting some decent mileage out of the dwarves nowadays. They're throwing it further than I remember. It's kind of good. On that should be enough.
How you do it? What?
This guy.
I got him.
Alright. Who needs healing?
Sir?
You need healing.
Aye. Sir? Aye. Yes?
And you. Oh my god, Journeyman, come on! This is fucking shit. Oh man. Yeah, I'm having a blast playing this. If anyone is out there for any reason who's like, man, I want to play Myth, I'm just gonna go on Steam or on Good Old Games and find it. Boy, that's not. It's not very easy to play Myth. When it got taken over by Take-Two, Take-Two did two things. One, they put out something called the Total Codex, which, you know, is an artifact from the game, and it had all the games in it. It had Myth 1, Myth 2, and the Myth 2 downloadable content, or the expansion pack, sorry. It's a free expansion pack that you could download off of Bungie.net. So they released that. That's really the only true way to get this game.
I'm moving.
The unfortunate thing is that you can't really buy it anywhere. I got my copy because I still had a copy of Myth 2. I still have my original copy of Myth 2 actually. It's right here. Still have it right here. See, still my original disc. Wonder how scratched it is. Oh man, this thing looks fucking pristine. Look at that. This thing is fucking rock star. And now you can see my camera. This is my laptop. So I had my copy of Myth 2 still, but I didn't have a copy of Myth 1. So that was what prompted me to buy the Total Codex. I still have the box for Myth 1, which is where I've been like storing stuff because it's such an important box to me, and I'll never throw it out. But yeah, like I had to go get the Total Codex from eBay, and I think it cost me like $20. Not like the worst, but you can get fleeced. You can pretty easily get fleeced because it is so rare.
Yes!
Stop hitting that dude. He's had a rough day.
That was mine. Yeah.
Last Solus will be alright.
Stand clear.
That should be enough. Nope. Don't get the throw yet.
Mic up, you mother. Oh, yeah. What now? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Move here, move there. Look out.
Yeah.
Nice. That was pretty.
Yes, sir.
Matt Stream, sup? Oh my god, someone's actually watching. This is amazing. Hello, Matt Stream. Good to see you. And this game is pretty old. 1997, actually. I'm glad you like the overlay. I made it hastily. Monday? Yeah, Monday I made it hastily. Someone's viewing. I don't know what to do. What did my training tell me to do? Tell me to keep talking. How you doing? How you doing, Matt? It's good to see you. You need healing again? What the hell? Are you good? Alright, you've been with me since the beginning, so yeah, you're probably pretty good.
Move here, move there.
I'm moving.
No, you need to come over here. I know, you're in that preset, but you need to get over it. If there's a group of mandrakes around. Ugh. This game is so laggy, not because my computer is slow or anything, but because this game has to render in OpenGL.
Yeah.
Mic
It
up
has to
your
render in like a format that NVIDIA cards do not like to do. And whatever patch I'm doing is like, it's like rendering it through NVIDIA drivers and then outputting it in like a format that kind of is reminiscent to OpenGL. It's such a fucking clusterfuck. There has to be a trough somewhere close. Remember your training. Keep talking like a crazy person. Someone will respond.
Let's go.
Oh man, I didn't pay attention to that class in Streaming 101. But yeah, I've just been reminiscing about old stories. This is the game that I played.
Over here.
Oh no, is it Buffering Town over there? Are you on mobile or are you on a desktop? Cause wait, hold on. I'm curious. I'm not on wireless, am I? I am on wireless. What the hell? No wonder it's buffering. That's some crap. All right, hold on. Hold on. Stick with me. I'm gonna try something. Why did it go to that? Is my stream still up? It looks like it's still up. I'm still getting frames. All right. I just switched over to I don't know why it went to my wireless. It was on my wireless for some reason, but now it's on the hard line. So let me try that. Okay. Matt Stream says, no big deal, seems days. I'm probably just for my region. What region are you in? Twitch fixed it about 2 months ago, he says.
Yes.
Twitch fixes and breaks a lot of things, to be perfectly honest. So maybe you could try a lower bitrate since the game doesn't take a lot of space. It's true. I could. Like I said, I just switched over to for whatever reason it was running off of my wireless and not my stupid of hardwire. So I will take your suggestion under advisement, and we'll see how it goes from here on out.
Let's go.
I appreciate that. I'll change anything and everything. Because, you know, why not? It's not like I'm like a master. It's not like I know what the hell I'm doing. Remember Dom's coming in from that angle.
Let's go.
Okay.
Dwarves, please don't kill everything. Actually, wish I could zoom out more, but I can't. Can I see if I can entice them
Let's
in?
go. Kill.
Hey, look! I am delicious. I'm a delicious berserk. You want to totally fight me?
I'm moving.
Come on. Here we go. Come on.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm moving.
Make up your mind.
Chill.
Everyone back. All archers back.
Let's go.
Let's see, Matt Stream says you might have to restart OBS for it to switch to wired. That is a possibility. Let me do... Alright, you refresh, and I'm going to refresh right now as well. Give me a second. Stay in the chat.